Shame. 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 Shame.
Shame. Shame. Shame. Shame. Absolutely not. What we're not about to do is fucking promote hitting your parents on national television. Chantel, please come to the front of the congregation. Well, first of all, what is Chantel doing on Basketball Wives? I don't understand what she's doing. So apparently this season she joined the show. I stopped watching Basketball Wives after Evelyn's friend told Jennifer that her breath stink.
That's why your breath stink.
I am so.
Like, it was just too toxic. Evelyn is so toxic. I can't stand her. So I stopped watching it. Well, this past episode, Chantel and her mother got into a fight. Like, apparently, what's her name? Jackie Christie freaking mollywopped her daughter Chantel. I'm gonna try to stick a clip. Hopefully they don't flag this video. But this is ridiculous. What's the reason? Under no circumstances. And I understand. Listen, I know Jackie Christie is toxic. We all know that. If you're a 90s kid, you remember that as a player in the NBA, Doug Christie was under lock and key. He was under a tight leash from Jackie Christie. She had him on lockdown. And I strictly remember that being a thing even before Jackie Christie got on Basketball Wives. I didn't know that was her, but I knew of a player whose wife was just, his freaking warden. And when the show started, I was like, oh my God, that's her. That's the wife who has her husband like on a leash, like it's very controlling. So after the fight, Chantel went on her Instagram and she responded because she did receive a lot of backlash. She did, and rightfully so. Because no, not on our watch as a black community. Where's Iyanla when you need her? Shit.
Not on my watch. Not on my watch.
Okay, Chantel wrote on her Instagram, I'll start by saying, if you've never dealt with a toxic mother, then you truly have no idea what it feels like. As painful as it's been to watch these moments of my life play out on TV, I know my younger self is proud of the woman who finally stood up for herself. The truth is, this dynamic isn't rare. It happens in more families than we'd like to admit. Narcissism, jealousy, lies, lack of accountability, gaslighting, abuse, hiding assault, etc. We're just taught to keep it in house and suffer in silence. I chose to break that cycle. What you witnessed was a masterclass in narcissism. Someone lighting the fire behind the scenes, then walking away when you look like the arsonist. I know what really happened on and off camera all season long. So no, the internet cannot bully me into submission. You know the TV character. I know the mother. She touched my arm. I pushed her off of me. She swung. Plain and simple. It's unfortunate things played out in this way, and I wish it never happened. But if you knew our history, then you'd know this was a long time coming. I listen, no matter the history, I cannot support putting hands on your parents. I simply cannot support that. I can't. I can't justify it. She continues, this is my real life, and I doubt anyone judging me lives a perfect one. I see the hate mail, I see the judgment, but I also see all the messages that say, I've dealt with this too. This reminds me so much of my situation. To those of you with heart and understanding, I see you, and I appreciate your vulnerability. To those who you've met me with threats, vile statements, and extreme judgment, may you never understand my plight. Celebrating my darkest moments says more about you than it ever will about me. I've always been misunderstood, and this chapter of my life is no different. But I will answer to God. Yes, you will, Chantel, answer to God, because that's one of the 10 commandments, to honor thy father and thy mother. Let's continue. Not imperfect strangers who's never walked a step in my shoes. I will keep my head up and my peace and focus as I continue to grow as a mother, a wife, and a woman. So this woman's married. I stopped watching the show a while ago. So she's married with a child. I see, to me, that's even more like terrifying to me. That is more terrifying, that you as a mom, I could not imagine me as a mother right now in front of my 3 children on national television, putting hands on my mother. Because it doesn't matter your reasoning, your kids are going to grow up to think that that's okay. They're going to wholeheartedly believe that's okay. And I get it. There are people who have deeply hurtful, toxic relationships with their parents. I get it. I'm not sitting here acting like, everything should be all hunky dory with your parents. No, right now I have a great relationship with my parents, but there once was a time where I didn't. But I was a teenager. I was a rather rebellious teenager at times. I didn't do anything crazy, but for my culture, I was a little rebellious. What did rebellious mean for me? I had a curfew. I was not permitted to go out. I wanted to stay out past 10 p.m. And my mother had a hard time with that. She did not allow that. I grew up in a strict household. So me trying to stay out until 10:30 or so, that was a no-no in my house. I was coined or deemed rebellious. So I didn't grow up having a terrible, terrible childhood that maybe Chantel did. In my mind, she grew up an NBA kid. So what possibly could have gone wrong? We think these kids grow up with silver spoons, but let me play devil's advocate. Yes, from what I'm hearing, it was not, she did not grow up, with in a healthy relationship with her mom. I'm finding this out now. I knew Takari had an issue with her mom. Jackie Christie was accused of being a colorist, right? Because Takari, her first daughter, who is not Doug Christie's child, is darker skinned. So Takari had revealed once that her mother favored Chantel. So in our minds as viewers, we're thinking, oh, Chantel grew up with everything. She was treated better. She's lighter skinned. She's Doug Christie's child. So in our minds, well, in my mind, I thought, okay, she was the golden child. She grew up, well, grew up rich, grew up well, grew up in LA. She had everything. Well, now come to find out, Jackie I guess is a terrible mother. How so? We're too old to be on TV fighting with our own mothers at this age right now. And she's a mother and a wife. Go to therapy. If you're going to be around your mom, you went and joined the show. For what reason, I don't know. If your mother's so terrible, why are you on her show? Yes, that is her show compared to Chantel. Why are you in her presence? If I hate someone so much, I am not going to around the parts that they reside in. I'm not going there. I want to be away. I don't care how much they're paying. If that person is truly toxic to me, I will not be there. You will not find me there. Why are you going around her mom? And then on top of it, she was talking shit about her mom to Evelyn and them, on all the other women. That to me, I'm sorry, there's no coming back. Jackie is a mom, that's her daughter, it's her choice if she wants to forgive her, but I'm sorry. You're going to talk shit about me to my ops? That was sickening. Sorry, there's no turning back. I understand they have trauma, they've butted heads. Either shit or get off the pot, meaning go to therapy or just agree to not be around each other. We don't need this being displayed on TV. There are young, impressionable women watching this show. There are women, young women, 22, 23, with their frontal lobe not developed yet, watching this show and championing that. I have a fear of God. Where are the people out there? Yes, despite what your parents may have done to you. My fear of God is greater than anything that anyone has done to me. Vengeance is mine, says the Lord. That's what I hold near and dear to my heart. Y'all don't think that I want to fuck somebody up? I've been through some trauma. I harbor trauma. But you know what? Listen, these times we're living in, society is decaying day after day. We don't need Black women on TV contributing to the decaying of society. You don't see white girls on TV fucking knocking their moms out. Like, I hate this for us. I hate this for us. You don't see that. But when it's Black women, oh, show it all. Show it all. Why not show therapy and growth? And yes, confronting the past traumas. Where is Doug Christie as the man of the house? Oh, he's too busy on a leash. A real man would never accept this. A real man would have knocked the daughter out. I'm sorry to say. Doug Christie is pussy. As a man. As a man. He basically allowed Jackie Christie so much power and leverage in the marriage, in the relationship, in the household. This is his fault. The whole dynamic is his fault. He was too soft. Listen, I understand they say that the man is the head of the household, but the woman is the neck. Yes, but at some point, you got to man up. This dynamic in the family is a result of Doug Christie's pussiness. Yes. And this is coming from a woman who doesn't like men's authority like too much. Like I'm not I won't ever allow a woman to be like, go over there and, cook me dinner. Like, no, you're not going to demand me. You're not going to command me. You're not going to control me. Yes, if I'm married, you're not going to overwork me. I know my role and I will get in there and cook and clean, whatever. But you need to play your manly role as well as head of this house. You have to bring that feminine energy out of me. And Doug Christie failed to do so. And now his family's suffering. This is sad. Sad, shame, shameful. This is disgusting. God is not pleased with this at all. I did hear some disturbing things, right? I did hear disturbing things with accusations. Listen, I'm not talking like I don't know. I did hear what happened with Chantel. If this is a result of there were accusations against her sister and Jackie Christie allowed it and assault. I think that's what she was alluding to. Her mom allowed for assault. Yes, you may want to beat your mama's ass. Yes, I get it. Trust me. I understand. But my fear for the Lord won't allow me to. I would probably just seek therapy and just refuse to see my family. I would stay away from my family. That's how I would deal with that. But, anyways, let me know what you guys think. This is just disturbing. I still don't want to watch Basketball Wives. I heard the reunion is canceled, and I'm glad because this show is toxic. And meanwhile, Chantie is married to a whole minister. Is she still EP of the show? The EP of the show is married to a minister who should be upholding the 10 commandments, one of which is honor thy father and thy mother. I don't listen. Y'all, I don't get what's going on. I don't get it. And in the words of Iyanla,
Not on my watch. Not on my watch.